Zomato has posted profit for the very first time this quarter. Quickly run us through numbers before we understand what is happening here.
So, Shweta, Zomato has posted a profit of about 2 crore against a loss of 186 crore and about a loss in first quarter of FY23 and about 190 crore in the previous quarter of this of the FY23. Revenue on the other hand was up 71%. Now Zomato saw a great increase in its subscriber base, at least as far as new Zomato Gold plan goes. So that has a gross order value of a 30% year-on-year rise that has helped revenue substantially. Also, its food delivery business has shown substantial growth in the last quarter or so. Now, margin although was up marginally at about 9 basis points. Now, I want to touch upon this 2 crore profit figure, which is mostly a product of accounting treatment. Now, one of the things that we need to understand is that for the purpose of calculation of tax, IFRS or the accounting standard that you follow computes it differently, and the income tax computes it differently. So, Zomato had a deferred tax asset. Now, the difference between the two creates an asset or a liability. Now, if it's an asset, it's called a deferred tax asset. Now, Zomato was sitting on a deferred tax asset of about 17 crore rupees. Now, loss before tax was about 15 crore rupees. So that has helped. The addition of deferred tax has helped Zomato turn profitable for the very first time.
All right, so to understand it simply, it's just a profit in the books.
Is that so? Is it just profit in the books?
That's what I'm reading, at least from the experts coming in, because the loss before tax figures that stand as of now are 15 crore, a loss of 15 crore, and the deferred tax was added of about 17 crore, which gives us a figure of about.
But we are also seeing the revenue doubling in this case, Suyash. The revenue has not doubling, but up about 70%, like you've mentioned in the graph as well. So 70% increase in revenue and against a loss of 186 crore rupees in the last financial year, and that would have been, to my mind, year one of listing, right? Yes. Zomato listed around April-May 2022. So the 186 crore rupee loss would have been after the first year of listing, ever since data became public. And between last year and this year, the revenue jumping about 70% would have had some sort of an impact to offset the losses on actuals. Yes. As well, not just on the books. And add to this, I think even the quick commerce segment, the Blinkit, which got Grofers, I think, which got 130% growth in Blinkit. So quick commerce, I think, is something which would be adding some sort of profitability, because unlike food, this is a business that sells on MRP. It doesn't have any deep discounting. It doesn't have too many offers and coupons which platforms take on their books as hits or as losses or as blows. So the quick commerce business model is pretty much a standard delivery fee for every order that you place, and that would not be, in my mind, as expensive as the cost of, let's say, an employee or a rider making those deliveries, X number of deliveries every day, on the basis of which he is paid. And the fuel cost and other sort of additions to making that delivery happen. So I think the flat fee model is something that would have seen this growth in revenue for Blinkit, and that would have also added in some measure to Zomato's profitability, in addition to whatever has been done by way of deferred assets versus liabilities.
All right, so good news there, all in all, for Zomato. And Zomato stock up about 10%?
So the guidance also coming in from the management is that over the next few quarters, the company is expected to report profits, and the revenue, on the other hand, at least for the next couple of years, is expected to rise 40% year on year. So the commentary has, and as well as it posting profits for the very first time, has helped Zomato post. Zomato investors make 11%. The stock was up about 11% in today's morning trade. The stock has been highly volatile. Let me just quickly check the prices again.
And while you do that, I think it's good to compare Zomato with its closest competitor, Swiggy. So Swiggy has also turned profitable on the quick commerce business, and it's on the food business, I'm sorry. And its quick commerce business is also touching profitability around now. It's an unlisted company, so we really don't know. We haven't been able to look at the financial reporting, which is not mandated, and hence, it doesn't come out in public domain. But its food delivery business and its quick commerce business are both profitable today. And this happens at a time when there is a government-supported ONDC, Open Network for Digital Commerce, which is trying to play the same game of deep discounting and the same game of coupons which are valid for the first few times that you as a user come onto the platform. But ONDC, despite being able to add a substantial customer base on a week-on-week, month-on-month basis, does not seem to have impacted the business of Zomato and Swiggy just yet.
All right, and Zomato stock, as we were looking at,
it's
is
up 11%.
11% almost. So
it touched an intraday high of about 98.4, which is about a 14% up. So on an intraday basis, it went as much as 14% higher, and an intraday low of about 88.4, I think, which was the opening price as well.
All right, so investors are picking that news very, very positively. Well, hope continues that Zomato will deliver on profits and will live up to its guidance, of course, in future. But we're going to move on. Suyash, thanks very much for joining with your inputs. We will keep coming back to you for all things corporate earnings and markets as of this afternoon. Thank you very much.